Well, let us see what is the next best thing the Blender developers have brought us this time. The compositor is going to remove the viewer crosshair to set tile priority. Initially we had this crosshair which is going to be removed, and for that we need to thank Habib Gahbiche. So the next thing is, in the cycles they are going to improve the light tree with a large spot blend. They had a reference: if a spotlight is falling on the floor and we are viewing it from top, this is what is to be expected. The edges should be smooth, but light tree is going to give this, so they are going to resolve that thing. Thanks to Wazin Wang, thank you very much. So after going through this entire thing, you can also see this, some kind of mathematical magic. What they have got is, we need to thank Lucas Stockner, because these are the images which they have posted. So this is the noisy image. This is after denoising it. We are having some blotches here, and this is the reference material. This is denoised and this is reference. After using blue noise denoiser, so this is the noisy image and this is the thing. So this denoised, blue denoised, denoised, blue noise denoised, so it's way better. So thanks to Lucas Stockner, thank you very much. So it is necessary to thank Lucas Stockner because he has given a nice thing, like in cycles the software will be clamping the sample number so that it would give a good result always, each and every time. This is to avoid problems caused by blue noise pattern, the thing which I have shown you just a moment ago. So thanks Lucas Stockner once again, because he is doing strides with cycles, because once upon a time 4 bytes per pixels would have been used for vertex color baking. So now it is only going to use it when it's required. That's why we are going to save, and that memory is 4 bytes per pixel. It might be a small thing, 1280 by 720 or 1920 by 1080, or for example 4K. Each and every pixel, 4 byte, 4 byte, 4 byte, 4 byte, 4 byte. There are lots of bytes and we are saving a lot of memory. Thank you Lucas Stockner, thank you very much. We need to thank Clement Foucault because he has given us Eevee, the newest version, which the Eevee Next, but now it will be called as Eevee. There is another version called Eevee Legacy, older version. So finally some options are purely removed from the base. Nothing is left, not even a single bit. Eevee is going to bring parallelization, means like they say, everything everywhere all at once. The Grease Pencil version 3 is going to get smooth post-processing options which will help smooth the positions, the opacities and the radii. In Grease Pencil version 2, radii were not smooth for some reasons, and the reason is you are not supporting the software, because this software is given to you for the price of air, which is just freely available. So why don't you support these guys, because they are doing an awesome job, and another person is also doing an awesome job by bringing this to you through this video, so you can also support me as well. So we need to thank Falk David, because he has bought not only the prior option but also this option, that he has provided a separate stroke panel to make things more awesome and faster. Now the stabilized stroke setting is also been applied for the Grease Pencil version 3. I don't know if you know this, but you can hold shift to activate the stabilize option. What this actually means is, like, you can click and drag the stroke. You can click and drag actually, but the moment you press and hold shift, a delay will be there so that you could decide where and how the stroke should be going. It's very awesome thing to get smooth curves. So for that, Falk David, this guy is falking back to back Grease Pencil version 3. They are just back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back. Falking Grease Pencil version 3. Falking. I'm sorry, I should not have made joke on the name. Now I don't know what will make you support this software, but this thing helping you to make it clear to yourself that you need to support these softwares. There was a simplify option prior. So artist had complaints when the world space distance was changing when they were zooming in and zooming out. So he gave a simplifying algorithm so that artists could work in the best possible way. So thanks to Falk David, we have the option over here, simplify. Look at what has been done. They had multiple issues where artists were getting frustrated because they had to change the radius back and forth of brushes. One brush is doing this thing, and the moment they change the thing or changing to different brush, suddenly it would reset. So to avoid that, they have made a unified paint setting. Thank you Falk David, thank you very much. The god of geometry nodes, Jacques Luc. Look at what this awesome guy has done. It had a problem. The baking of nodes had a problem. So when they were trying to rebake a simulation, suddenly it would cause freezing. So to avoid that, some of the bakes will be cancelled and there won't be any invalid data. If you are baking and suddenly if you want to cancel or rebake it, your system might hang. So that will be avoided from now on. Thank you to the god of geometry nodes. So the software will now be avoiding to load the bake while baking. So it will be doing only one thing. It's like Jacques Luc might be seeing at the bake node and saying that you had one job to do, why can't you do it nicely? And the bake node would look at him, you are my creator, why are you shouting at me? Yeah, I'm right. And you are just looking at the video. Go and support these guys. In geometry nodes, we have an accumulation function in the accumulate field node. So instead of just accumulating or adding, they have added even more ways of accumulating the values. Geometry nodes support for matrix socket in accumulate field node. What it actually means, let's just see. Has brought to the table. Here's brought a node called accumulate field with lots of options. And what can we do with this? And I'm here stupidly trying to duplicate this entire thing one and one and imagining myself as the smartest person, like I should be using Alt D instead of Shift D. I should be learning geometry nodes as soon as possible. And thanks to Jacques Luc once again. So thanks to Guillermo Venegas and Zesi Yorkovich, we can import multiple Alembic files at once. There is a catch. Caviar. While debugging, some errors were faced, but this is not related to patch. So it means that if 5 files are imported at the same time, so all the files will be imported at the same time. Isn't it great? It's great. You know what you can do? You can support this software. Now we have this reroute node, like these nodes, and we can give names to it right now. And you know who you should be thankful to? Leon Sheptek and Jacques Luc. Thank you very much. Wouldn't it be great in life even if you get a label, like there are 2 choices or more choices and you can get a label of where this will take you. And sometimes in some situations, no matter whatever label you select, you are always going to get shit. Once upon a time, there was an option in the shader editor. We can connect to one material output node. But now, thanks to Damien Picard and Jacques Luc, we are going to get that option in the node editor as well, in the geometry nodes editor as well. So you can connect this and you can connect material node to the geometry nodes output, because Jacques felt the need and he did it. And you know how the people find out the need? They come to know about right click select website, or they support the software people by giving them financial aids, not the physical one. Wouldn't you get angry when you are talking with some people and they are like explaining simple things in a very elaborate and detailed manner, and you are like, just get to the point quickly, man? Or it even happens with the teachers. Teacher explains simple concepts so elaborately because it's so easy for them to explain, but the moment you ask them a hard question, meet me after the class, I will give you a special session. But in the Blender world, the sculpt menu was a very long menu. So instead, they combine a lot of menus into one shrinkable menu. So for that, we need to thank Nika Kuchini Yashvili, and Pablo Vesquez. I'm sorry if I'm pronunciating your names wrong, but thank you, Nika. Thank you very much. I'm lucky there is no G in the place of K. We need to thank Harley Action for his wonderful action on UI, because now Pass It Out is going to be placed below the local camera. Isn't it great? It's awesome for those who know the importance of Pass It Out. Imagine if you have something like this in your life, you could just focus on one thing and just pass out everything else. You will be giving out so wonderful outputs. But no, it's only possible in Blender. In 2.8, the sidebar had a length to see the text, but somehow in the later versions it got crunched up. So now it's back to its original form where you could show everything. Scalable vector graphics, where you can scale a graphics and it still doesn't get dammed up. So they are renaming the import SVG to import SVG as a grease pencil, so that person could understand that it is a grease pencil object, not a simple image. So for that we need to thank Guillermo Venegas and Pablo Vesquez. Thank you very much. A new icon is going to be introduced to the UI, which is called as tag icon. So this is the icon and this is the zoom. So this was done thanks to Pablo Vesquez, and he thanks Feather Icons by MIT. He also thanks Harley and Dalai Filento. Welcome tag, welcome to the world. You know why I love Blender developers so much? Because USD is called as the open source standard format for interchanging one 3D objects into one software, Houdini for simulation, or Maya for animation, or Unreal for game design, or any other software which deals with 3D. Strangely, USD does not provide a convenient way of making a valid identifier, so they use the old API. Blender had to roll their own as per the advice given on the forum. Even your mother won't do something for you if you don't listen to her. They are doing, so you need to know where some of your money should go. We need to thank people like Dhruv Govil. So he has added Material X shader support to the USD for the Blender version. Thank you very much. They say beauty lies in the eyes of beholder, but somehow no one tries to bad looking chick. So coming to the point, video sequence editor in the timeline, you are getting rounded corners. Why? Because rounded feels nice, it feels good to our eyes, but they are able to see this small thing and they are trying to remove it. They are going to bring this meta strip concept, like making a compound clip type of thing. And the great thing about this is the performance is same, and in fact it's a little bit faster on CPU. They are still able to see these issues. I'm like gladly giving these people a lot of my funding. How the medium zoom is going to look, how the bigger zoom is going to look, how the maximum zoom is going to look. It's really nice. The only thing I would like is if I'm clicking on the empty space, this seek bar should come over there, or I should have an option to click some button so that the seek bar would come to my mouse position. And one more option I would like is having this static wherever it is, and then playing, and then the video clips should be moving. The seek should be there itself, and the video should be moving. Video clips should be moving. That would be a great thing, because moving just by clicking and moving the seek header timeline indicator, it's possible in Kden Live, and keeping the timeline header there itself and moving the entire video beneath the current time indicator. Thank you very much. I am thick, I love it, I am overjoyed. I know it's going to give a big blast. You know why I am happy for Blender? Because it's like an underdog. It's like bringing so much of things, and when it is successful, I feel that I am successful. It's like giving me that kind of different vibe, Rocky 2 movie type of vibe, conquering yourself, giving out the best possible thing without hurting any other things. So that's it for this week, guys. Hope you like this video. If you like this video, let me know. And one more thing is Try to support these guys because they are giving this awesome software for the price of air. And until then, try to see it, understand it, explore it. Until then, I will see you in the next video.